Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Wednesday webisode. We are broadcasting from the Rocky Coast of Maine and my learning library. Today's subject is about bartering. And when we were talking about today's subject, Josh said, I'm not really sure what I can offer to a conversation regarding bartering, but he has an extensive background in retail, which has come in quite handy with my business. So back in the day when I still did table massage, as you know from past webisodes, I no longer do table massage. I have an online education business, and we'll be providing you with that website. Anyway, back in the day when I lived in the Boston area, nobody bartered. You were paid for your services. Then I moved to the Rocky Coast of Maine, and people here don't have money. A lot of wealthy tourists have money. The year-rounders, not so much. So we find a lot of people up here who have soft tissue injuries, especially since most people are involved with manual labor. They're carpenters, plumbers, electricians.
Don't forget lobstermen.
Don't forget your lobstermen. You know, I was out on a lobster boat once. Unbelievable.
I'd get seasick. So
I mean, the physical labor involved in lobstering is unreal. Note to self: let's do a little piece on lobstering next summer when we do our Wednesday webisode. Anyway, so back to bartering. So when I arrived here in Maine, people would say to me, well, and I actually have bartered for lobsters, will you barter? And I thought, oh, well, I barter. Well, I guess since you're not going to pay me because you can't, I might as well barter because I'm up here in the middle of nowhere, and it's getting kind of tough making a living, so I might as well barter. Anyway, I worked out a plan for my bartering that I'm going to share with you. So there are some key things to remember when you barter. Always barter for equal services or products. And what I mean by that is if you're going to charge the client your full rate, then make sure that they barter back with you full price of whatever their product or service is. So one of the examples I was talking to Josh about was I had two rates when I started here. I had the summer rate, and then I had the year-round rate. And I think my summer rate was $60 an hour, and my year-round rate was $35 an hour. So when I bartered with a local, and most of the people that I bartered with were locals, when I bartered with the local, I had to make the decision, am I bartering the $60 rate or am I bartering the $35 rate? So, for instance, when I bartered with my lobstermen, am I bartering for boat price, or am I bartering for retail price? So retail price would be compared to my $60 an hour, and boat price would be compared to my $35 an hour. Am I being clear?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yep.
So anyway, I bartered for things like babysitting, lobster, tons of restaurants, clothing, home repairs, car repairs, general store. The little general store had a running tab. I think I bought it for gas cards. All kinds of stuff. So when someone says to you, will you barter? I know that your initial reaction, because we're not business people, is to think, oh my God, I don't want to barter. Why can't this person just pay me? But if it comes down to you not capturing that business, you definitely want to consider a barter. I think the next thing you need to think about is write it down. And again, we're not business people. We get stressed out about having to write things down. I think that it'll serve you well to do it. So for instance, with the restaurant that I bartered with, I had a running tab there. I would just go in and purchase whatever I wanted, and they kept a running tab, and I kept all the receipts that they gave me, and they came for massage. I offered massage to them and to all their employees, and so they came to me, and I would have the person who I massaged sign a little receipt. So every 30 days or 60 days or whatever the time frame is that you agree on, you can get together And then you can say, well, I did 10 massages at $60, so that's $600, and then they will come back with receipts and say, okay, well, you ate $500 worth of food, and of course you'll keep your receipts too to back that up. So I think that if you enter into a bartering situation and everybody understands the guidelines, then, you know, fair is fair. What do you think, Josh?
Well, this is where my retail experience is. You know, a little voice in the back of my head is saying that you want to be as consolidated as possible, because a lot of the stuff, when you're talking about bartering, it's not going to be stuff you're going to be redeeming right away necessarily. So it could be something you're going to be redeeming quite a ways down the road.
Good
so you
point.
want to make sure that you have everything in order, because you don't want to lose out on something and and let it go to waste. So
absolutely. I think that's it. I think that's really all we have to say about bartering. You can find us at Jane at Castine, Castine, consulting.com, and you can email us if you have any questions on bartering. And all of our online courses are housed at www.mylearninglibrary.coursehost.com. And when Josh edits up this video, he's going to add some text so you'll all know how to find us. All right, until next Wednesday's webisode, massage away. Healthfully yours. Thank you.